Well, the marriage was dead, so
And who killed it? She did.
you don't
You
know.
can't you don't needed
I
him.
get the impression that she's been talking to that ex
That's not
while
what.
she was married. While she was married,
But I really need to understand you. Are you saying that
she used
she
him.
should have Oh, hold on a second. Are you saying she should have? If
Well,
I
that's
let me
women.
be specific. I will flatten your nose. Let me be.
If she did, she wouldn't have waited 30 years.
So she married somebody that she didn't love. And
She married
I
for
don't.
security.
at
She
20,
married for
Ah,
security. She married for
mm-mm.
security. That
That's
guy,
hard for
that
me to
guy was more
believe.
stable than her boyfriend.
Mm-mm,
That guy was
mm-mm,
more stable than her boyfriend.
mm-mm. You're referencing things that you
I'm
cannot
just
speak to.
that.
Really,
Well, I'm just
those are
saying. Okay,
unknowns.
where was the love in that 30-year relationship? The stuff you said about love, the foundation of love. Where did she show that in that relationship? What she said?
I'm gonna tell you where it was. It was in being with him for 30 years. There was some level of love. And if that was love, yes, sir. If that was just love for the children, then that's where her love lied. She wanted to make sure she stayed for the children. That is why I said in a marriage, you can't stay for the children if you don't love the. I would not, again, I would not stay 30 years if I am no longer in love with you. I can't do it. Because when a man touches a woman, I wouldn't want to be touched. Let me rephrase. I wouldn't want to be touched by someone that I'm not in love with. That's like taking your fingernails and going against a chalkboard. Mm-hmm. That's the feeling, mm-hmm, when you're not in love with someone. So I am so sorry that this happened to this woman, but I'm gonna tell you
To that
this
man. What are you talking to this woman? What you mean? Only person
because
got messed over is the guy.
I don't know
She's
if he got.
happy, right?
he didn't get
I
it.
don't know if he was messed over because we don't know what else was going on in the
But I know what
relationship.
she said. She's happy.
Now,
She was happy.
she's happy now.
So, okay. So she was never happy in those 30 years.
I don't know that. Well,
I bet you she
he was
had, in
happy.
those 30
He
years,
was
she had
happy
more
up.
happiness in 30 years than she had in the last 3 years.
He was happy up to year 10, if I understood that right. Because then that's when she started questioning herself.
Okay.
But at year 10, she said, Ugh, I'm going to stay for the kids. Because
And
she
what about the
stayed for the kids.
communication? Why
I
ain't
can't
communicate?
speak to.
Why? But see, the two things you pointed out, this should have never happened. If if she walked in any of those things y'all just said, she would have ended like this. The man would have had to leave.
You don't know what she endured over that period of time that she stayed with him.
Why she didn't communicate it to him?
You don't know that she didn't.
She didn't say she did.
Know that. You don't know that she didn't communicate. But whatever it was, maybe she did communicate and he didn't change, but she stayed for the children. She endured what she had to endure for her children. And then they separated.
She separated. Get it right. She left.
You can't separate by yourself.
She left.
Did he go get her? It's a reason why he didn't go get her.
There's a reason why he go get her because he was the breadwinner.
He didn't want her either.
Because he was the breadwinner.
I agree with you,
And
Lady C.
He didn't want her.
and no. This is why he didn't go get her. Because a man, a true man, not going to run behind somebody who he know he's a
Don't
man.
have anything to do with that. It don't have any.
Oh yeah.
If he
I'm
wanted,
talking for a man. I'm
if he
talking for the
wanted
men out
a
here.
woman, he would have tried.
Please comment, men. Please let them know. A good man don't run behind no woman.
A good man who is in love with his woman would go after her.
No good man who got his stuff together is going to run behind a woman that don't want him.
But why it have to be rough? Why couldn't he just contact them and say, I don't even know her name.
You
Why?
had to,
Let's work it out.
hey, come and get the rest of your junk.
He didn't do any of that. And she felt some type of way about that. He said,
He mailed it to
you
him.
didn't come after me, so
Yes.
I didn't
Okay.
come back home.
Okay, so tell me. So I don't think she was open. This is all surmised.
Speculation.
Mhm.
Yeah, speculation, whatever you want to call it. I think that man went to work, came back, she was gone.
Now, how did you get
And
all of this?
now this is why we're to say that she separated. She left and went back to her hometown. So she had ties in her hometown. Well, I mean, it is her hometown, but I'm saying she had a reason to go back to her hometown. And I think she put that I left and he didn't come after me, like to put some of the blame on him, even though she was the one that left.
Well,
Instead of taking responsibility and say, yeah, I left and I hadn't talked to him. We talked a
Or
few times.
maybe she left. She admitted she wasn't happy.
Mhm,
She left.
mhm.
And when she left, the fact that he didn't come after her was the icing on the cake. That
Why would I
said,
have to come after my wife? I didn't tell her to leave.
listen, no, listen to what I'm saying. That was confirmation to
Understand.
her. That was confirmation to her that the marriage probably should not continue when he did not come after her. I promise you. I promise you.
yeah.
The marriage was over when she left
That too. Could have been.
because when you leave, I didn't force you out of this house. We had 30 years. We raised our kids. If there was an issue of that severe, that serious, why you didn't communicate it to me? Because she never mentioned anything about
Let,
telling him that she was unhappy. She just kind of left.
let me
This was all internal feelings that
says
she was talking about.
let's look at it from a different perspective, because thinking about that video, now I'm looking at it from other angles.
Yeah,
She
I'm
said,
presenting these angles.
not not your angle. Let's look at it this way. 30 years. 30 years is a long time, right?
Mm-hmm. Very
So
long.
let's say, and this is all speculation, let's say that they had their first child at year 5 years in, right? That would put the oldest child at 25, right? I'm just looking at the age of their children now that she's gone. Okay. So then let's do 2 years. That means the younger child would be 23. Let's say they had three. That means the youngest after that one would be 21. Okay. And I brought the children up to say she stayed 10 years, 15 years longer than she had to, kind of guesstimating the age of the children, if in fact there are children. If
She
she
said there were.
stayed, huh?
She said there were.
Right, but I just don't know the ages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the ages, and I was just speculating that the oldest could be 30. So that means to me, you stayed longer than you should have if your oldest is 30. And let's say they're 2 years apart. The youngest is what, 25? You stayed longer than you should have. So in her case, not knowing her situation, she should have cut her losses early on when she first realized that she wasn't happy. And I believe she said that was at year 10. But now, 20 plus years later, your oldest is 30. I'm just speculating because I don't know that. You were in it definitely too long.
Well, didn't it say that they were married for 33 years?
Mm,
Mhm.
that's even worse.
3 years.
That's even worse.
33. So even if they had the children right when they got married, the children will be in their 30s. So she's
Right, and that's my point.
longer than the children were adults. She said
That's my point. So at some point, this is my point. At some
I'm
point,
trying to figure out what's the point.
listen, it
It's
wasn't,
just,
listen, it wasn't all for the children.
right.
That's
I
the
know it
takeaway.
wasn't.
That's the takeaway.
I know it wasn't.
So when she realized she wasn't happy, she should have left in because I don't know this woman, but just based on speculation, you stayed longer than you should have because your kids were gone. And I'm speculating that. At year 20, those children were probably out of the house. So you
Okay.
stayed there, and we don't know if you
I
stayed
mean,
there to make it work.
you're proving my point.
No, I don't think we're proving your point. We're just saying to you, you're trying to define this woman and put her in a box, and we don't know his side of the story.
I'm basing it off what she said.
But what about what he said? We don't know.
Doesn't matter
It
because
does.
this if she was being abused, if he was a bad man, she would have made that very clear. The man, she's happy now. Oh, how many women could come out here and say, I've been in an abusive relationship? Oh, this man was this. He cheated on me. He did everything. He was out in the street, running the street. She never said none of that.
And she's not going to
Then
know why? She's not going to say, you know why? Because now she's in a situation where she's happy and it doesn't matter anyway.
then she shouldn't even brought it up.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Then why did you bring up all the other stuff?
Well, why diss him? What's the point? What's the point of dissing her?
I mean, she did diss him,
No, I'm
the way
talking
she
about
left.
us. I'm talking about to the public. What's the whole point? What's the point? Why did
It's
she left?
I mean, then why would she say he didn't come for me? That kind of stuff. What I'm saying is she could have just stood on what she did and how she felt. She encompassed him and his role and what he should have done or what he didn't do.
Okay.
And when she said he didn't come for me, she was saying that's where he fell short. He should have come for me. But she never said he abused me. He was a bad man. He did. I was a breadwinner, or he wanted to run the streets. He's never home. She never said anything. But she did make a point to say, "Oh, he didn't come for me," to
If I'm
justify
in a,
what she did.
I don't know if that's justification, but for me, like I said, I'm saying for me, that would be a defining moment for me. If I was with
What
someone
are you
for
playing games and you're 50
listen,
something years old?
listen. If I'm with
I'm
someone,
trying to be hide and seek. Are you
no,
kidding me?
no, we're not playing hide and seek, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help. Not that she needs my help the sister out by saying, if after 30 years, if a man doesn't
That's what
reach
I'm
out
saying.
to me, it kind of tells me you're going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
No,
The
no,
marriage is
no.
the marriage is over.
no,
So
no.
I'm telling you,
The
if a
fact that you
man,
left after 30 years says everything. That
But
man did not leave her.
but Jay,
okay,
she didn't just leave. She didn't say we got separated, then I filed for divorce. That is not what she said. She said we separated. He didn't come after me. She said that for a reason.
I know she did.
She said it for a reason.
Justify.
He didn't come after her because he probably didn't want to be in a marriage anyway. She said
She
it.
already said she wasn't happy.
She said it for a reason. She said it for a reason.
Your women stick together now. I gotta give y'all credit. Y'all try to keep it. Keep it. But let's look at the facts. This woman was not happy. Pointed out, because I kind of missed that too. It was 10 years in, she wasn't happy. So 20 years later, she tried to bring the kids in. It's the reason why she even endured all this suffering. If she was a breadwinner, you brought up breadwinner. Oh, she's the breadwinner. She could have been the breadwinner. If she if he wasn't the breadwinner, I told you, if he wasn't the breadwinner, he would have been running behind her to keep his lifestyle, to keep his family together. Because now it's just me and her now. We don't have kids to worry about. Now all her resources we can split between two instead of four or three or five. I mean, so yeah, he would have ran behind her. But the fact that she left, so it tells me he was more stable. He had the house, he had the job, she had the ability to bounce because she probably didn't even work. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Possibility. Um, Even if she did work, she didn't make as much as him because if she made as much as him or more, she would have left in year 10 because she wasn't going to put up with that. She disliked something and make it all the money.
Okay, With that being said, when they separated and he didn't go and get her, she just left everything. So something had to be wrong. If
What?
leaves a man and leaves everything behind,
Oh,
she just don't leave it because something.
yes, they do.
No,
Because they're unhappy. They're not happy
no,
because
no.
they are not happy. And that's the thing that guys are starting to realize.
But
And the
why?
older guys better pay attention.
But why wasn't she happy?
You can't make a woman happy. She has to have that happiness or generate her own happiness with you in your relationship. You can't buy it. You can't purchase it. You can't put money on it. You can get that house. You can get that car. You can buy her bags. You can get her hair done. You can take her on trips. But she will find something
Wow.
to say that she's
you
not
know
happy.
what, Lady C,
Wow.
Lady C, I think he's a part of the
Wow.
He-Man Women's Haters Club. You remember
No,
in
no.
the Little Rascals and that
When
they
you
just
see a
didn't want any
woman,
women. They
when
didn't
you
want any
see
women in their clubhouse. That's Jay. They
when
don't
you
want.
see a woman walk away from a 30-year marriage, and
And
the
what
only
about when a
thing,
man walks away from a 30-year marriage?
that
Same
same
difference.
thing,
It's the same thing.
same thing. But a man with society rules and everything, it's very seldom that a man will benefit from a divorce. So you will always hear men say it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. It'll cost me too much
Mm-mm.
good, bad, or indifferent, to
Mm-mm.
divorce my wife for 30 years.
Mm-mm.
In the military, how many years does it take to get half of somebody's retirement? How many years? Huh? I mean, Xavier, X, how many years? How many?
Why do you want me to answer,
How
answer
many?
that?
How many years does it take for somebody to get half of somebody's retirement?
Are you assuming I was in the military?
I'm assuming that you might know that. So this is what I'm telling you. It's not
10
something
years, damn it,
men.
10 years.
You're right. It's
10
not in
years.
a man's best interest.
I gave you the answer, 10
All
years.
right.
What you got to
Right.
say about that?
What I'm saying is, men don't want to jump after 30 years. You going to
Listen,
lose. A man's
listen,
going to lose
listen.
for 30
Since
years.
you brought up the 10-year military question, let me just enlighten you on something. That 10 years, that pendulum for the 10 years swings both ways, whether it's the
Right.
man or the woman. So don't be over there bumping your gums talking about the man is going to lose, because
Okay.
the women lose as well
Can
after
lose.
10
Can lose.
years.
If the
No,
system was
no,
fair, if the system was fair,
no, the
yeah.
system is fair. The system is fair.
Okay. What I'm saying,
You shouldn't have brought up
a
the
man,
military.
I bring up the military, I can bring up civilian. If you work on a job and your wife has been there with you for 30 years, you think that woman's going to walk away with nothing? She's going to walk away fatter than she came in there. Now, the guy, he might not have anything, or his way of life is going to be drastically changed, and he has to play catch up again.
Are you? Mm-mm. Listen,
Think about
Jay,
it. Think
I
about it.
think you're
How many?
I think you're misled. I think you're
So you saying
misled
women?
and misleading to the viewers, because you keep implying that a man will always lose out. Women lose out too, you know.
I'm not.
Women
It's
are
all
making more,
absolutes in this.
women are making more than men currently in a lot of industries. And so when they get married, they stand to lose a lot too. I think what you're referring to is back in the day when a lot of women, it's not the same way. You have a lot of stay-at-home dads. Times have changed.
We're talking about 50 and older.
Yeah, but I'm saying within that time frame, women have come up, not to where they need to be, but the working section
50 and
has
older.
that. I am referring to the 50 and over.
Okay.
I'm referring to that because you're thinking that a lot of women 50 and over, I'm not going to say what I started to say, but you're referring to a lot of women 50 and over. You're suggesting like as though they don't have their own.
No,
I
I'm
know.
not saying that. I'm saying, think about it. After 30 years of marriage, and you want to be happy, it's a cost associated with that
Of
for the
course.
man, especially for the man, because especially if he was the provider.
But why couldn't they both be working?
They both could be working, but you got retirements, you got 401ks, you got all kinds of stuff. Let's say if they were working together, a typical a smart guy would say, "Hey, um, you work, I'll, I'll, you take your money, you just pay the bills in the house. I got the 401k, all that stuff, retirement. We'll do all that." So For 30 years, I do that. You pay the bills, and I'm setting up for our future. I'm putting the money into 401k. I got my pension and all that. Now, 33 years later, you're not happy. Now, all that money I've worked to save and the timeline for my retirement was based on the full amount that was in that 401k or that pension, now drops all the way back at least half. So how many years? So let's say I gotta get another 30 years to make up for all that money that I just thrown away, or 15 years, because half of it is gone.
Okay. That's the way it goes when you get a divorce. And
But he don't want the divorce. He didn't ask for this divorce.
he didn't go get
His
her.
wife just came up. His wife just came up to him and said, "Hey, I'm not happy."
If it mattered that much to him, he would have went and got her. He didn't go and get her. If it mattered that much to him about some 401k, whatever 3B, whatever, if it mattered that much to him, guess what? He would have went and got her, and he didn't. He
Why
probably
could you
had
put
him
this on
somebody that
the
he was
man?
waiting for.
How could you put that on the man when she left willingly?
Yeah, but she also said he didn't come and get her. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter to him.
But he didn't tell her to leave. That's why I don't understand.
That she left. Okay. But did he come and get her? Did it make a difference to him? Obviously not. So she went on with her life. What's wrong with that? And I'm sure he went on with his.
You know what? I wish she would have gave him. I wish she would have done it sooner for his sake, because he could bounce back. And now he's in his 50s and stuff. So you add another. There's no telling how many more years he had to work to make up to live a comfortable life.
He's
Where
a grown man. He'll do what he have to do.
you hear that? You hear that?
We grown people here.
Okay. So
Gotta wrap it up.
a man leaves his wife, you just say, "Oh, she's grown."
Guess what? If he do, she gonna figure it out. That's what we do.
Oh, he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna figure it out.
Absolutely.
He's gonna figure it out. I just wish she would have gave him more time. I mean, she would have done it sooner than later. Because no, and I'm saying this to the audience. If you are in a place where you don't like this person, why are you there? Why are you there? If you don't like them, if you don't like your situation, why stay there 1 minute? Leave. Leave then. Don't wait 30 something years and then do it. It's just,
I got
I
something
think she
to
did him
say.
wrong.
I got something to say about that. Did you say we had to wrap it up?
Yes, ma'am. Let's say our last little bits now. Yep.
Okay.
I
So let me say this. I am a strong proponent of yours, mine, and ours. A strong proponent of that. The guy should have his, the girl should have hers, but they come together when it's a matter of paying bills, how much it's going to go to certain accounts to do what, travel, how, all of that. So that way, in the event of a divorce, she can stand on her own and he can stand on his own. Almost not, it's almost not a marriage, but a contract. But what our marriage is, nothing more than a contract.
That's what it is.
You said a partnership?
Because that's what a marriage is. It's a partnership. You all have to have this discussion. It's
I
partnership.
would hope that after 30 something years that they would have that
And,
type of
and they
discussion.
probably did. That's why it was okay for him to not want her back and for her to go on about her business. They probably did, especially because they got kids involved. They probably did. They probably did have it together.
He-Man Woman Haters Club, Jay.
Oh,
No. God made women and men to be together, and
Yes.
that's that's what it should be.
Yes.
But why can you reason with yourself to say, I'm not happy? Happiness is not really dependent on the other person. Your happiness depends on you.
Hmm.
So if you're not happy, you need to look within, not out.
and who's not to say that she didn't? Who's not
She
to say
did.
that? Who's not to say when he didn't come and get her? Because obviously she felt
Well,
something
you stuck on that. You stuck on that, lady. See that he didn't come to get her.
didn't matter to her. She wouldn't have said it. She wouldn't have let us know that. So obviously, when she said he didn't come and get me, she may have had to do some things to work on herself. While she did that, then she met somebody. It's okay. It's all right. She was hurt. You could kind of tell it the way she was saying that she was a little bit hurt by that he didn't come. Because she didn't even have to say that.
I knew she didn't have to say it, but she had to say it to clean up her
Oh
actions.
my God. Lady C.
So,
Lady C.
I'm just saying, if she didn't say that, this whole it'd be a totally different story, right?
because when she said that women think one thing and men think something else. Women think one thing and men think something else about that one statement.
I think a man, I don't just please comment whenever this comes out. A true man who got his stuff together, if a woman doesn't want him, he's not going to chase behind her. He put a ring on her finger, married her for 30 years. I don't have to run behind you. I already made my commitment. I already established this partnership.
And it didn't
What
work.
do I need to do running behind you? You the one severing this thing, not me.
Well, Jay, just don't be married for 30 years because you're going to be
Absolutely
pissed
not.
off if she leave you.
30 years, I'll be 90. If she can walk out that door faster than me, she can go. She can go.
Wow.
Get out of here. Yeah. But no, that's it for me. Look, it says a lot for somebody to walk away from a 30-year marriage, especially if you're over. I mean, definitely you should be over 50, probably by the time you got 30 years in. But we really got to think what is out here that is going to make you happy that you can't get with the man that you spent 30 years raise your children with. What's out here? What is out here? What happiness that you need that's out here that you can't create with the man that raised, your kids together and you've been together for 30 something years. He, let's yes, that is a feeling. Yeah, waking up by the same person every day for 30 something years. Yeah. Let me get tired. That's why you got more than one bedroom. Go and sleep in another bedroom once in a while, a few nights, or whatever. But you got to find a way to make it work. You got too much invested. You got too much of your time. You got so much of your resources. And it's just, I've never seen it work out great after that type of breakup. that person feel, oh, I'm not happy. So either they end up single for the rest of their lives, or they get in a bad relationship, thinking the grass was green on the other side. Okay, I'm done.
But I,
So stay in there, stay in the fight,
oh,
fight for your marriage. But don't chase. No man don't need to chase no woman all
Oh
around
my
because
God.
you didn't
Oh
run
my
her.
God.
Just let her go. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead, Lady C.
I myself would never tell a woman or a man to stay in a relationship where they are not happy and they are miserable. When you are stressed out about a marriage, it messes with your health, it messes with your mental. It's not worth it. I would never tell a person to leave their husband or wife. I just know what I would do. Money is not everything, peace is everything to me. And if you can find that without being married, being single, then that's what you do. She just got the icing on the cake because she ended up getting back with somebody that she was in love with years ago. That's the icing on the cake. But you have to take that chance. You have to believe that if my marriage is over, then I'm going to get myself together. I got to make me happy first. And then there may be somebody else out there for me. But I would never want anybody to stay in a marriage where they're not happy. That does not make any sense. That does not make any sense at all because it tears you up inside. It tears you up and it's not worth it. All right, Xavier, it's on you.
Ditto to what you said, Lady C.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
only thing I'm going to add to that, if it tears you up as an individual, whether you're male or the female, think about what it's doing to the kids. That's it.
All right. All hearts clear, Jay. You got one more thing to say. Come on with it. Come on.
Yeah, I got one more thing. This one
Oh
thing.
my goodness.
Come on.
No, it is very simple.
Uh-huh.
Learn what's happy, what makes you happy. You can't just have a generic "I'm not happy." And if you don't communicate that to the other person, like Lady C mentioned, how can they fix it? How can they make you happy if you don't say it?
Right.
You sitting around unhappy, and I just it's so vague that I mean, somebody can just wake up and say, "I'm not happy." You got to have things to say. This is something wrong here, something wrong here, something that I can understand that. But just to wake up one morning and say, "I'm not happy,"
Yeah.
that's what it almost seems like these type relationships, breakups come about. It's like everything was fine, and then one morning, I'm not happy. I don't. You got to have something. You just can't throw away 30 years just because one day you feel there's more out there than what you're getting. I think that's where the unhappiness comes in. You think it's more out there than what you're getting.
Right. All right, you all. It's another episode down. Like and share this video.
Peace.
Comment, no matter what that is. As you
Yeah,
see,
please get them straight. Those two straight.
opinion. This is all opinion with Bitter J over
Yes.
here for the
Yeah.
men. But
I'm
until
holding us down. I'm holding us down.
we meet again, this is Love Recycle 2-on-1, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.